What's up? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're at in the world listening to the Black Gentlemen's Club. I want to welcome you to another episode. You know the team already. We got Mac, we got Trayvon, we got Cordero, you got myself, Low Key. And I just want to give you the first thing to think about. Make sure you dress how you want to be seen and speak how you want to be heard. And so, right here on the Black Gentlemen's Club, we give you all the game and all the knowledge for you to be successful in life. All right, so check it out. Today, this is all about us giving each other our flowers, all about bigging themselves up because everybody on the show, once again, is looking good. Skin is glowing, skin is glistening.
Go.
You
There
know,
you go.
everybody got the
Don't be
fresh
coming for
cuts.
me.
I ain't pointing nobody out, right? I ain't pointing nobody out.
Pointing
But
himself out.
yeah, hit dogs holler,
Okay.
hit dogs
Yeah,
holler.
okay,
But
whatever.
it is
I
what
know
it
y'all.
is. You feel me? But definitely, so gentlemen, like what y'all been doing right in your life right now that's making y'all look so decent today, what y'all got in your household? Y'all got a good gym routine, a diet routine, a regimen? Like share with me some of y'all tips and tricks that, that's keeping you floating right now.
I ain't going first.
Oh, man, you ain't all that. I know what's keeping you going, but
What the fuck you got to say now? What's keeping me going now?
for me, man, I'm trying to get back into my routine for one, but what keep me going is just remaining peaceful, not stressed. Just understanding I can control what I can control,
Message.
and if I can't control it, fuck it. But I can only control what I can control, so that's what really keeping me going right now. But I'm trying to get back to my routine of exercise, getting up early in the morning, doing what's important now, and then other things putting off as well as like planning. I can go deeper, but I'm not gonna go deeper yet.
Yeah, for sure. Who we got? Matt, you still on one now?
No, I don't want it yet.
All right. Sure. Let me
No, you can't go. Trey was supposed to go, but he don't want to go either.
Okay.
I got it. So what I've been doing lately, because he don't want to go. What I've been doing lately that's been good is, like he said, I've been sticking to the process. Like I really been sticking to the process, and it's ugly, but it's not always ugly. Right now, we doing good. Things are on the right track. The business is still growing. I'm getting larger orders, and things are just moving. Me and my wife are working. Like, we playing off each other. I appreciate that. We gotta take a goddamn bow in this bitch. But but no, good things is just happening right now. But we're preparing for what's next. So
Okay. Respect.
no, what? I ain't know that.
You said a
too.
baby.
What? I ain't no baby. We
The
got
way
three
he
of them
said
things,
it.
no more.
The way he said it, though. We just preparing for what's next. I was like, oh,
His eyes got big. He said,
Well, I'm talking about the business stuff, man. Come on, man.
I ain't clarify good
All right, you're right. My
or
bad.
not. I guess it's
What's
my
up with
turn.
you?
Huh?
Yep.
Nah, me, man. I'm more on a spiritual journey than anything. I think for me, I started trusting God's vision versus my own more, and leaning on Him because at the end of the day, I learned that most of my friction came from not trusting, like C said, not trusting the process. God gave me a vision, and if I don't execute it, I'm going against the grain, which makes everything difficult.
Yes,
So,
sir.
I just been following God's path. That's it. There's a lot more inside of that, but
No, because I'm gonna work my way to you because I like where you're going with that, anyways. But for my things right now, my biggest thing, I'm hard headed, but I've been listening to my wife's voice. Like, really, she hit me today, like, "Yo, straighten your back up, and put your chest out." I'm like, "Yo." At first, I'm pissed off, like, "Yo, you trying to tell me I'm looking like a punk out here?" But she like really was saying, she been with me so long. She like, when I first met you, you had such great posture. You had that walk about you when you came to the room. And life will beat you down. Like as you get older, certain things you don't even think about, you start, lessening yourself. So I'm like, instead of making that like a defensive moment, I'm like, yo, she trying to make me look like my best version of myself. So I'm like, all right, bet, let me try and straighten up. Let me try and, and it gives them that peace and security on their end. So I had to also think about one thing that she made me kind of like refer back to is during quarantine season. I'm like, yo, have I quarantined her from myself in my relationship? Is she separate from me or is she part of me still? and then also have I quarantined different people out of my life in my relationship. So I kind of want to keep the topic with that mindset of have you practiced relationship quarantine? Like, do you think your friend group has shrunk any, or do you think you're close to your partner currently right now?
I mean, I think I'm
Yeah.
closer to. I think I'm closer to my girl. And a select few of my friend groups. The only reason why I say that is because, my girl is gonna be there. Throughout. I mean, if she true to what she really about, then she gonna be there through thick and thin. But it's up to me to make it thick or thin, if that makes sense. So, I started investing my time where I can get a return at.
Have you ever
You
seen
know,
that when you invest into your woman and you really see a return back? Like
yeah, they
that's
get
really
thicker.
real. Oh Lord. Oh
Start
Lord.
walking with
Well,
more confidence. They get
Okay.
more bold and ambitious, and
That boy running some memories back. Go ahead.
things just start happening, my boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It really is the best investment too. Like investing back into our wives or our women in general. Yo, crazy return on income. Ain't no stock investor gonna give you a better return. Like real talk. Like real talk.
That's real. That's real.
For me, yes, my friend group has shrunken.
Mhm.
I have friends, but I have brothers,
Mhm.
and I
Mhm.
have sisters, and then I have friends.
Mhm. Mhm.
And you have
Friends,
acquaintances.
and then acquaintances. Then after that, it's like, motherfucker, I don't know you. So, I'm just being real.
Yeah.
Did they shrink because your conversation is changing, or like why does it shrink for you?
So they shrink also because of like it's not just conversation changes. It's more of my mentality. It's mentality, aspirations, actions. Um, it's like it's a plethora of things, but those are the main three. Typically,
Mhm.
mentality, actions, and aspirations are the main three. I'll boil it down to because if everybody has inspiration. Everybody have ambition to do something. But the thing is, not everybody's acting on those ambitions to lead them in a certain way. If they are acting on it, it might not be with great intent. It might not be the way that it's more or ethical. So I don't rock with it like that. And then like I said, actions and aspirations, actions, and damn, I forgot the other A, but it went off my mind now. But
It's all good.
that's the reason why
Ambitions.
my friend that's the reason my friend group has shrunk.
Mhm.
I still keep in touch with some people, but like those who I call my brothers are few and far between. Not everybody's my brother, and not everybody's my sister. I only have a few sisters that like female friends that I call sisters.
Right. Right.
They're not a lot of them I call sisters. And
That's
then
real.
also me and my wife, we did like I feel like we're closer. One because I'm not going as frequently with the military.
Mhm.
And then two is that I try to dedicate time to her, but I also I'm not out in these streets running around doing foolishness. For one, not out there anymore like that, like clubbing and shit. Doing stupid shit.
Yeah. Young shit.
That encroach upon them. Those boundaries. So
Mhm.
I try not to do it because I don't have any mind or any will to want to go to the club anymore. Like only time I go to the club, last time a club I went to was with you, Loki, when you was DJing. It's the last time I went to a
Mhm.
club. I don't really
Damn.
do none of that shit. I do
I
parties
think
for a
me
living. I
too.
don't do that shit. So like for me and my wife, I think we got closer.
Mhm.
Like Trey said, the investment to your spouse is super significant, man, because they multiply things. They're an incubator for success or incubator for whatever you give them. And like my wife is a full-time student now, graduates next semester. Like so,
That's
like
what's
I
up.
couldn't be even more proud of. She's had so many opportunities. She's followed some of my advice on
You better
school
push
choices.
some button over there. You better get to
I
pushing.
know, right? He ain't
Straight
pushing
up.
not
Straight
one
up.
button.
Yeah, she definitely she been getting a lot of opportunities in research opportunities. She did some stuff with Georgetown, Vanderbilt, all types of stuff. She did Noble Chase stuff. She did some like real good stuff. So for her to see where she was at when we started into now
Mhm.
and seeing her aspirations and what she wanted to do, I love it, bro. Like I think I'm happy for her that she is for me. But then I think it's the same way. We're more happy for each other,
Yeah.
like individual success. But yeah,
That's what's up. Hey man, that's amazing, honestly. I think my story is a little bit different. My friend group actually grew. For me personally, I mean, you know, I'm me. I talk about the same shit I talk about since you probably met me. But the reality is, I finally allow people to be closer to me than I normally accept. But it's a part of me chasing my goals and my dreams. And with that, I came up with some other actions that me and my wife kind of took a little separate path as well. But it's not bad. We just running those paths simultaneously, and we're going in the same direction. But to see her every day get up and she go do her job, and she knows she don't really have to do that, like that's amazing because she got her own business she's building, and it's growing, it's steadily growing, and she's empowering my daughters or our kids because they have their business. My daughter's doing nails. My youngest daughter's doing bracelets. Like that empowerment and watching them grow, bro. What I'm doing, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even think I'm doing shit. I think it's God just shining that light, bro. For real.
Yeah, man.
He putting it in their heart, and I'm just reinforcing because this is what I deal. This is what I talk about. This is how I live, and it's carrying weight through my family and my friend groups. Loki, you just brought up about buying acres in Georgia. I don't know how many times I done brought this up about buying land and how I'm trying to do this gym and all of this shit. Is just, it comes together. But that's with following that process and just being patient on this road because it's not easy, but it's working for the betterment of all of us as long as we don't quit. And
right.
I fuck with
If
it, bro.
You quit, you never win.
What you
on
said.
God. I keep saying on God.
And if
Y'all
you
really
win,
got me thinking, man.
you never quit.
Keep going.
What you thinking?
What? So two things. Like one, what's y'all time? Like y'all say y'all invest in time, and I think I'm really still learning. I'm young in the game because I have a hard time disconnecting from life. So when y'all say y'all with y'all people, not even just your girl, but do you truly give them that 100%? Like that's your focus, your phone off. You know, you ain't working on emails. Like, what's it look like? Is it really this is our time together, or is it? You know?
Go ahead, Jenkins. You want it?
So, yes and no.
Okay.
Like Trey said before, you got to have time for yourself too, but also you got to make sure you feel good inside from what you're doing. So there's times with me and my wife, we be in the same house, so we speak, we talk, we lovey-dovey, but we not like under each other all the time because she got shit to do, I got shit to do. But then there's times where we're like, I see you on the couch, you ain't doing nothing, I'm not doing nothing. Hey, you want to watch a movie? You want to,
Yeah.
We have these conversations. We read books together. Like we're reading A Kingdom Marriage, by Tony Evans right now. We're reading that together. We read that. We try to read that at least like once every 2 weeks, so we can come back and follow up on the back end of the questions that's in the back of the actual of each chapter.
I heard that a couple that prays together stays.
Yeah. I mean that too. I mean, you serve God together, you definitely gonna stay together. He's supposed to be in there anyway. But but the thing is though, is that like you're gonna feel guilty at times where you're doing things that you feel as though are beneficial for you, and she may not like it, but she got to give you your space. Like when she want to get her space, you got to give her space. So it's that balance.
Tell me if I'm wrong then, because like for me, how I've been running it so far is like I'm selfish as hell in a good way, like self-preservation, selfish. So right now, I run my tasks like I run my day. Is I know if I hit all my hard stuff up front, now I could really focus my backside on you solely. So if it's emails, if it's phone calls, if it's invoices, I'm knocking that out 9 to whatever 12. So I know by the time 2-3 o'clock come around, let's go to the mall. And I'm not impatient with you. I'm not, rushing you to get work done. So how I take care of myself first is I knock out the stuff that I know is going to have the biggest impact on my life and our relationship, so that the stuff that's small I can shift around on the backside.
True.
It works for me. I don't know if it works for y'all.
But that just depends. That just depends on your y'all schedule. Because like for example, my wife, she's a full-time student, and I got kids that's in school. So like when they come, like we're just on the go all the time. It's really no downtime really for us to have our own time, except for like maybe late at night, where maybe midnight or 11 o'clock and we're watching something, or so we're always on the go because I'm cooking, or the kids outside, she's doing homework, and then or we switching roles. It's just, stuff happens. It's just but we know what we're doing is pushing in the same direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
I feel
Trey.
that. No, I feel that. I just also understand what Loki's saying too, because I mean, most of the time you're gonna have to, I guess, do the hard stuff first. So, I mean, you don't really necessarily have to do it first, but I think as the time and the day go by, the day gets harder, so you don't really want to do the hard stuff no more.
Oh, big facts.
You
Big
ain't
facts.
lying. You
Big
ain't lying.
facts. Yes, sir.
Fatigue is a real thing.
Yeah, but I mean that comes with understanding and compromise too. You know, if she understands your schedule, then it ain't no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But if she got a problem with the schedule, I mean, maybe 1 or 2 times out of the week, switch it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You vest on the front end and the back end at the same time.
That's
Yes,
better.
sir.
You can do that too.
I got a G check for you, real quick. When's the last time anybody's bought they lady flowers?
Every week, my boy.
Okay, you a weekly? No doubt, no doubt. You got a weekly? What you got?
Yeah.
Damn, Mac.
I'm
My
not.
bad.
I'm not a weekly. I may do.
But
it
I got
like,
a story. I got a story why I do that though.
Oh, go
Not
ahead.
only why I do that though. So
Okay.
I mean, my girl expressed to me when we first, started talking, and her grandpa passed before my time coming into the relationship. So she used to tell me how he used to buy her flowers every week. So I took it upon myself to take that role. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me being surprising, I still can be surprising, but I can do one of the things that was the most remarkable things that she had with her granddad, and always give her that peace of mind, like he's always still here with you. Like, boom, she see fresh flowers every week. It reminds her of her granddad. You know what I'm saying? So I just do that for her, and also at the same time, it made me feel good about myself. To see her constantly, smiling every week.
You know what's interesting about that statement is I think it's a greater impact for you not giving her flowers than giving her flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like most people, when you get somebody flowers, that's the reaction. But I think because you're so consistent and the reason you're doing it, if it was a day that she didn't get them, that would be a greater impact than her receiving the flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, but if I ain't get them, then I just ain't get them. I'm gonna get them.
I'm sure it's a reason. Like, I don't expect you to get flowers every day. I mean, every week without missing a beat. But I'm sure you catch up or whatever. But I'm pretty sure for her, the flowers is flowers. It's the fact that you're doing it means so much more to it than the actual flowers.
Right.
That's cool.
Without being
See,
asked.
I don't get flowers like that as often. But
He
she
just
does.
gives
But
dick.
I mean, you gotta spare the ride.
I've heard.
You gotta spare the ride sometimes. But however, I do get flowers every now and then. But my wife, she loves she likes chocolate too. She likes flowers too.
Yeah.
I know her favorite flower, but I give her chocolate all the time. Like every time I go somewhere, I'm always getting something for her. So it's never like I'm not getting nothing for her.
Right.
But flowers specifically, not all the time.
No, real talk, man. That's real.
I think you got to know your wife.
Yeah.
Though. Everybody don't do flowers. My wife likes flowers. Don't get me wrong. So I'm a little bad at the flower giving. But when it comes to thinking about my wife on a consistent basis, I'm taking care of her. Like she really don't have any want for anything other than what she wants to have in the future type of deal. But I'm usually taking care of it. I go to the store. I went and bought candles today just because I know she like candles. Hey,
my girl like candles too, but I love them. Bath and Body Works, cuz. Hey, sponsor me. I burn y'all all day long, every room in the shit.
I put it right here.
Yeah,
what you said.
Them shits be on point.
I don't know what they put in them candles, but
that Winter Wonderland and something.
They different.
I got that one. That Winter Wonderland.
Yeah, the one with the lime and the vanilla.
Oh man, shit. Hey, get 2 seconds. You gonna spend?
Yeah, like, Bath and Body Works. We need a sponsorship from y'all if y'all hearing this. Somebody who work at Bath and Body Works, get us a sponsorship, please. Thank you, please, so we can help our ladies.
And start making Bath and Body Works. Start making cookies the same flavor as the candles.
Hey, for real though. Hey,
$1 million play right there, man.
We just need something to taste while we in there smelling candles and shit.
I know.
Goddamn, well, for real
You
though.
gotta bite the glass, bud.
Oh
Hey,
man,
y'all got me thinking earlier too, because I'm happy that everybody taking care of their ladies, but at what point, you hear about when you flying in the planes and all that, you're supposed to put your own life jacket on or your own life preserver on before you assist your neighbor. I think sometimes I feel like Mac and Travion, y'all was talking about helping other people because you got generous spirits and generous hearts. At what time is it good for you to help out? Like, how do you know your household is good before you reach back out to your people?
You want me to take that one? I'm gonna take it.
Go ahead.
You can go ahead, cause you be trying to slide past these questions.
I ain't sliding past shit. Y'all just be eating. Shit, go ahead and
This
eat.
ain't a cha-cha slide, my boy.
To the left, not to play. Hey,
Bring it back now, y'all.
So, I go back to the question, bro. I forgot it. You made me forget.
How do you know? Oh my God! It's the drugs, God.
He need a sponsor for multivitamins.
How do you know when it's time to reach back out? So when do you know your house is preserved and you can reach back out to people in your circle?
Well, honestly, if you lead in your family like you're supposed to be leading anyway, you're gonna already have a common consensus of knowing when things are on the downshift. You can feel the vibes of, like, if something happens in my house where my kids are unhappy and my wife is unhappy, that vibe is gonna be felt. One person's gonna feel it, another person gonna feel it. We all gonna feel it. Then we're gonna be like, I don't want to go around that right now. So then daddy gotta come in and be like, you know what? I gotta cut this fucking shit because this ain't gonna work for me. I need y'all to be acting right. I need her to be good. Because if mama ain't happy, they all ain't happy. And they all hate daddy. So it'd be fucked up. But no, for real, if you are paying attention and you are feeling the vibe of your family, you can tell when something's going left. It's on you at that point to step up and say something or do something that helps ease the tension and get them to talk. Because most of the time they just don't want to open their mouth and say what it is that's really wrong because they're scared of the consequences or the action that may come behind whatever they feel they have to say. So
when do you know when it's good to now, after your family situated, to reach out?
To reach out to
help or to extend a helping hand to somebody.
Like crabs in a barrel.
Oh. Okay, so in my opinion, and this is my own life thing, I can help when I can. If they ask for 25 or they ask for something here, that's a little cash, but they ain't really helping nobody. So my goal was to build something great that can either employ them or help them build or have a platform. At that point, when I know that I'm stable, my family's good, we don't want for anything, and our finances is straight, I can say, hey, I do have a job for you if you're willing to work, if you're willing to do this. This is going to help you in the long run. But, if they don't feel that, that's on them. But at that point in time, that's my time to go back and say, hey, maybe I can help y'all out. Or donations here and there to kids that don't have shit. I don't know. It's plenty of things.
I think I like that concept of the life jacket. When I talk about perspective wise, for me, I think I look for when it's time to reach out or help. If I'm putting on my life jacket, like Loki said, you're supposed to put it on first. But if I make a move where I'm trying to put on yours first, I like that same residual output. Like we going down, we got to put on our life jacket and boom, we handing each other these life jackets.
Right.
You giving me mine, you giving me yours, and I'm giving you mine. It's like I need to know that reassurance. Yeah, but we both putting the shit on at the same time. But I need to know, if I need you, you there, and if you need me, I'm there. Like it shouldn't have to be, I guess, a second thought in my mind, or a second thought of their mind. Because sometimes when you reaching out, they gonna pull your ass in.
Yeah.
So then I have a question then, because I'm notorious for helping people out. I stopped doing this often as much because it put me in situations that sometimes you just can't get your ass out of. And you start making dependents that shouldn't be dependents. They should be independent, and you assisting them. But so my thing is this though, the life jacket piece or whatever. If you can't swim and the person that's in the pool is drowning, are you gonna jump in?
If I can't swim. Who we talking about though?
I'm saying, but no matter who it is, right? So see, if it depends on who it is, then it means that there's a criteria. It means there's a method to your methodology. So if that means there's a criteria, so that means, in other words, it's levels to who you will help and how far you will extend your hand. Is what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, with a capital Y.
So let's say it's Mac. Let's say Mac is in the pool. He can't swim. He's drowning. You can't swim. What are you gonna do?
Don't
Supposed
save me,
to throw a
bro.
rope. He supposed to throw
There
a
you
rope,
go.
not
There
jump
you go.
in. So by throwing a rope, for me, that means financially, I have a cap that I give out to family and friends every month. Like it could be, let's say, $100. Once $100 is used up, whether it go to a homeless man on the street or my cousin or my sister, whoever, whether I got 1,000 left in the bank, it's gone. And that's just financially. So if time and my mental resources is a million times more, valuable than my financial, I have to put the same cap on that. Because some people will talk to you on the phone all damn day about complaining about stuff, using up your time to progress in your life. You got to put a cap on it. So I think it's smart for us as men, especially progressive men, to have a cap, like discuss through our household about this is what I can support my people with.
What about
financially and mentally?
What about if it's so my whole thing is like the tool you're giving them or whatever you're giving to a system may not always be money.
It's not.
You know,
that's what I'm saying with the conversation part too. But it's still a resource that is limited.
Well, I think that it was true. I think it depends on also who it is. Like they said before, it depends on who it is and if you know the person and what they are doing. Because like you can make people dependent if you keep aiding, like just giving them money. They're not gonna change their habits. They're gonna keep consistently doing the same thing. But like you said with the cat piece, I think that's pretty straight to have a cap saying, "Hey, this is how much I would give somebody." They don't know it, but this is how much I'm going to give out. But then some people can go over the cap. I guarantee it's probably somebody you go over the cap for if you had to. You just not gonna say it. I'm not gonna ask you who it is, but you go over the cap for it. But the thing I'm saying is that it's information that you can pass on somebody or a way to help them learn how to fish versus keep fishing for them.
Oh, go ahead, Mac. I know we was talking about this was a topic. Both of y'all had this topic.
What?
I know. At what point is like, are you doing too much? Like you saying we give all this information, we give all these resources. Like when have you exhausted your efforts? Like when is it time to let that person, that investment go? It's
when it's threatening to hurt you and bring you and your family down. It's a no go. I mean, I think you gotta have a limit before that personally. But like with me, I got a lot of family in jail. And they always reach out. Can I get $25 here? Can I get 50 here? It's not on me to make sure I do that all the time for them. Like now, mind you, I will help them, but I can't overextend myself to the point where my family can't survive. I can't pay my bills. I can't eat. I'm struggling to get gas and I'm still giving money. Like I would love to help you, but this is doing too much.
What kind of made me mad too is like, how come people get so offended when you ask where's it going to? Where's the money going to get invested into? Like people be feeling like so argumentative. It's like, oh, I'm a grown man. I don't got to tell you like,
but you ask
they don't have to. But at the same time, it's like, how I can't help you further by knowing that you want to put money into a liquor bottle versus a gas tank or a business startup. Like, talk to me. I don't know why people get so defensive.
If you go get a loan from the bank, they ask you what you finna do with the money.
That's what I'm saying. But it's different for us. It's different.
Oh, people think because you related or you family or they love you and you love them, you're supposed to do this shit for them off GP. Yeah, like no. That's bullshit.
I've forever been in that situation. Yeah, especially when Matt was talking about family in jail. I've been, man, I don't even think we got that deep yet to even bring up those conversations.
It might be time for you. I mean, it's on you. You got the flow, my boy.
But man, it's that concept of, I guess, making you feel guilty about your earnings. You know what I'm saying? You doing good for yourself. How can you make me feel guilty? Like, how can you not be happy that, that you're doing good? Yeah, you're doing good for yourself. Like, I never understood that. And then people get upset and angry and put a time limit on when you're supposed to help them. Like, you need my help. Why you telling me when to do it, how to do it, why to do it? It's just, stop it. That shit is annoying and shit. It's just that simple. Just stop it.
Yeah. But people are selfish. Man, go ahead. I ain't gonna jinx it. I know you're
leeches.
I mean, you're not lying. Selfishness is a big thing. But that's why I tell people all the time, like, if you don't have the leverage, don't act like you do. And you can act like you do all you want to, but guess what? I'm gonna tell you off rip. Either you want my help or you don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
It's your choice. That's a leverage you have now. Do you want it or do you not want it? Now, if you want it, it comes with my terms. If you don't want it, it's back on your terms.
See, I'm
You just answered my question. You just answered my question. That's where it is. Where the leverage breaks is where the person stops getting the help. So that's how you know is once that leverage point. I think that the seesaw. Once you hit that point, that's it. That's where the help stops.
I'm gonna give you one more chance, and you're through.
Might not even do that.
When I start seeing a repetitive thing, it's instantly like, nah, fuck that. I got kids. What the fuck is you do? Like, I can't do that. So leverage or not, I hit a point where if you ask me for money, if I got it and I'm willing to give it, then I'll give it. Otherwise, it's a no. That's just what it, and I don't care. But I expect that from anybody else too. So if I ask for money, if you say no, it's a fucking no. All right, cool, appreciate it. If you say yeah and you want terms, I'm gonna let you know. But I don't,
Yeah, I know. I understand what you're talking about. I'm talking about for those who you've done this with. They come to you talking about this is what they need you to do, X, Y, and Z. And you're like, yo, you asking me for this? I can give it to you, but I'm not about to go send you Cash App and then repay PayPal and all the other shit. You want five different ways? Send me $5 through here, $5 here. Go to the bank real quick, turn around. Like, why you gotta do all that shit for?
They scamming.
I'm just saying, people have random shit they want you to do. Western Union me something because I like, hold on, time out.
Yeah, no.
How much y'all think a dream costs? Like,
how much you want
J.
to
Cole
invest into it? Shit.
I think a dream's very expensive, but ideas is cheap, but the dream is expensive because
I don't
know
to live it or to just.
I guess to make it into a realization, an actual.
Yeah, because the dream don't cost you nothing
to manifest
until you have to start putting in action.
It's the journey.
I don't think people be adding up their numbers right because it's just so many people that say they want these end goals, and it's frustrating, man. Because and like we said, financial is just one piece of it, but it's just the effort, the consistency of getting to these end goals. It kind of makes me get turned off to even want to drop money or time people away when I can really see that they don't want it.
I mean, but we all been there though. But we all been in that situation. We've been to the point to where we don't know what we really need. We keep saying we want, but a want is not a want is a desire. A need is a necessity. It's survival mode. That shit kicks in. Like if you say you need something, you're gonna do what you got to do to get what you need. And when you want something, you're gonna half-ass the shit that you want. You hope somebody else can provide you what you want versus you going to get what you need. So we've all been in that situation where we borrow money and say, "Oh, we need this. I need this for blah 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 blah." You do it, but then it's not successful.
Right.
And now you ask that. I'm like, shit happens.
People don't understand this work that come with this shit, man. And if I gotta work hard for it, why can't you work hard for it? I ain't saying that everybody's shit different. I get it. But at the end of the day, the results is what matter. And if I'm out here working hard to try to build my family up and try to help you and footing the bill, why the fuck can't you try to do the same thing in your own way? That's just gonna pull me down and the rest of the family.
You know why?
Why?
You know why?
I don't know. What you think?
Because everybody, because like think about it. People are comparing what they have to what you have, or comparing what they have or what they don't have to what somebody else has. And they're like, well, I want that too. And so they're gonna ask you for it, and they're gonna see if you're gonna give it to them. If you give it to them, cool. They're gonna keep asking you for it until you stop. When you stop, that's when it will stop.
That's like Rod Wave said on his last album. He said people say money bring more problems, but it just bring people with their money problems, looking for you to solve them.
You ain't lying.
That's hard. That's hard.
Dang, Rod Wave, I gotta listen to you.
I said check on your friends too.
Yeah, he did.
Well, he be singing it, talking.
I don't like all the I don't like all that singing sometimes. That's you
gotta listen. He's saying the same thing we saying, but he just got a tone to it.
Yeah, he just be crying. It's like he crying to me. Sound like YFN Lucci sometimes. That's the reason why I don't be listening to him.
Lucci
I like
be crying.
YFN Lucci. I like
Lucci be crying.
Lucci crying in there right now. But that beside the point. That beside the point. Man. Hey, I'm saying that's another thing about your dreams and having people around you that want you to be successful versus what you got. Because a lot of these people get famous and then they still doing the same dumb old
Same
shit.
Yep.
Or they go backwards.
Right.
That's crazy.
So you just clogging up the toilet for other people who popping with the shits.
Damn.
Clogging the toilet, gotta flush that thing.
Yeah. Who popping with the shits? I like it though.
Oh man. Nah, but you know, overall though, like I think there's lessons to be learned, like the same way like how we put our wives, our families first, you know, and the things that we do in order to try to provide for them to, you know, to help build their dream. A lot of people get jealous of that and they want you to do the same for them. So it's like, you know, that, especially when it's like it's your mom or your brother or your sister or you know, somebody that you're really, really close with, because they make you feel guilty because they try to guilt trip you. And you just like, yo, like, wow, it puts a bad taste in your mouth, you know, to where you don't really want to even fuck with them for a while. You kind of like don't even want to talk to them. But
that's what Loki was talking about. Sometimes you gotta quarantine them out your life for a minute because they are not productive in what you're really trying to do. They're taking your focus away from what your real plan is, what God probably put on you, and they distracting you from it. Not that I don't love you, mom. Not that I don't love you, bro, sister, or whatever the case is. But right now, I gotta focus, and y'all not helping me focus. You might not like me. Go ahead.
Why you think the NFL got a practice squad? We like you. We just can't have you on the squad right now.
Damn.
Nasty.
Come on, practice squad. God.
put you on the practice squad. Then maybe we elevate you up to the actual roster.
Maybe we elevate.
That's what I'm saying.
You good
like,
though?
You might get cut. You might
people
not
get the same. People get the same 24 hours as me and you. But the thing is, people will go to the bank so fast and try to borrow money, but they won't borrow time from tomorrow. If that makes sense, like,
how can you borrow time from tomorrow? Please
elaborate that.
Because if you put it in a perspective, like, okay, you got work, you got kids, you got a wife, you got a life, but at the same time, tomorrow ain't promised. So why not take that time from tomorrow, put it on today, grind on yourself, and make up for it tomorrow? If you get okay, I'm gonna pay tomorrow back on the back end if it comes.
He said, "Do what Loki said. Act now."
Yeah.
Right now.
Just do it. You sleep.
What?
You can sleep when you die, like Jesus said.
I used to say that all the time. I still believe that.
I still say it. Yep.
I think I like to say every invitation shouldn't be accepted. You know, so once again, just because people ask for it, that no should not feel like a bad thing. That is their invitation to you act on their behalf. So every invitation does not need to be accepted because we got our own schedules and our own blocks of time and our own, you know, plays. So I don't know. We gotta get in the habit of not feeling guilty about it, like you said earlier.
Protect your energy.
I think like right now tonight, y'all got me feeling like I'm slacking. People getting flowers every week and people buying Bath and Body Works candles. I need to.
Compare, sir.
What Cordero just say?
No, now this is healthy comparisons. That means
no. I hear what you're saying.
Look.
Your woman probably don't like what his woman like, bro. I'm just saying.
She like Bath and Body Works candles.
Because I don't put somebody in a position. I don't put somebody in a position with these flowers. They had my girl cousin had her boyfriend. They were like, "Why you don't buy me flowers every week?" And so I'm saying, now I'm putting it ain't really me.
Yeah.
You just looking at what I'm doing, but you don't even know the reason behind the man.
You gotta really want. It's gotta be in.
The same reason why people be saying couple goals and posting couples about that.
They
want it, but don't understand the background to what them couples are going through.
What?
Yeah, exactly. What happened on the last show?
Yeah.
The same.
That's the why. Ain't that what every question is like? Is the why of why you're doing everything? And I think, you know, some people try and get this money to pay off their mama house or retire their spouse or whatever. I mean, it's not the same answer for everybody. And I think that's also, that sets your ceiling, is your why. Because if it's just to pay off the house or retire your partner, that might not be that much money.
What's your why?
For me, I just want to fulfill whatever God put me here to do. I want to make sure, like, if he's so great, everything I keep learning about life is, I look at my veins in my body and the roots of the trees, and it's like, yo, you put all this detail into the world. I need to make sure if the tree does what it does so well, I need to do 10 times what the tree does. The tree's stationary. He gave me the power to walk, to talk, to move. The tree has been there for 100 years. And that's what the tree can do. I can do 10 times more the tree can do. So my whole goal is to just really reflect God's impact that He put into me. Like, I don't want to leave nothing on the table. If
He ain't
he
lying.
gave me life every day, let me make sure I maximize every day out.
What's y'all why? That's dope, deep.
What about you, Trey? What's your why?
I mean, my why and why I chase my dream is because, like, for me, I've always done something entertaining wise, regardless if I'm with somebody or not. But I mean, of course, I want them on a journey. But in my mind, I feel like I'm very talented and gifted, and God gave me this gift, and it'd be a sin for me not to use it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like musically, lyrically, my ability to write, understand the vision. I feel like I can touch people in different ways, and that's what I need to be doing. That's why the journey is so difficult, because it's so much pushback on me getting to my final destination, because at the end of the day, the devil don't want you to get to your final destination with God.
Yep.
That's the plan. So you got to keep pushing forward. But once I get to the end of that road and the lights on, like I told Mac, I'm going to cry. I might pass out because I'm fulfilling my purpose.
You better catch him, Matt.
You know I got it back. He ain't gonna cry though.
What about you,
But I
man?
just want to do that.
Honestly, man, my why is bigger than me. I mean, it ain't nothing spectacular like he just said, but it's just connecting with the people that I've had the pleasure of meeting and helping them grow, helping them expand, helping them be better. And there are so many ways that you could do it, but my way is what I'm doing, man. This company, building up my family, like they touching people, bro. Because my little circle connected to thousands of different circles. And those circles are all improving. So, bro, that's my why is the people. So I gotta do this shit. But I gotta do the work that we don't want to do.
The people channel.
I guess so.
Yeah.
No,
mine's like I said before. For me, it's really for my grandkids, my great grandkids, their generation, their legacies. Because one verse is in the Bible that stands out was like a good man leaves an inheritance, for his children's children. That's always stood out for me, and so everything I'm doing is trying to not just inheritance doesn't just mean money. It just make sure y'all understand that.
True.
Money is gonna be a part of it, but it just doesn't mean money. It could be like habits. It can be thought processes, systems, all types of stuff. Well, some traditions should be broken. I'm just being honest. I've been breaking a lot of traditions. I'm just being real. I have been.
Live and you learn.
Because in order for us to continue to grow and to continue to become better people, we gotta make better people. It's like because everybody we talked to so far is talking about other people and impacting people, but mine's got to impact my family first. And so I'm trying to do that the best way I can, and that's by also improving, my relationship with God and trying to follow those precepts and the principles, along this whole entire journey. So that's the reason why my why is really for my great grandkids. It won't be even when I'm around, really to see the impact. So that's what I'm doing.
I'm sorry. So this made me think, bro, because before y'all asked the question, I really didn't know what my why was. My bad. You had your hand up? Go on, man.
No, he's black out, man.
Oh,
following the generations after him. I love that.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all about that in a sense, but I didn't know what that why was beforehand, bro. Like, I really didn't. And I started thinking back to why I even felt the way I felt about that. So, like, I even went in the military because of that same reason. Nobody in my family had nothing to pass down to give me. If I hit a hard time, they hit a hard time. Everybody was struggling, bro. Everywhere you look, nobody got shit. So when we really hit a hard time, we really low-key fucked. So my why was for them to try to help build something that we can expand past us, because who gonna save us if they, Matt, I don't want to tell you business, Trey, but like Trey had a situation where they was after him. Like they tried to take this man's life. They didn't care about his family, none of that shit. And I'm talking about the military. But what if he didn't have nobody there to help speak for him? What if he didn't have nothing? And we gotta have money to get lawyers and all that type of shit. We ain't have none of that shit. He lost in the system. He fucked. And so many of us is in that same situation. So my why came from trying to figure out how to help us. Because nobody is helping us and nobody has the formula to help us. At least they not showing us. So it was just thinking about that why and what triggered it, man. It was more powerful because I understand it now. Appreciate it.
Well, I mean, sometimes like we look for formulas. We look for people that can show us the path, or try to find like a fire break. You know how like we have fire breaks in the in the field and stuff like that, like little paths. But the funny thing about it, something that they do in business, we do in business a lot, is re-engineering, business re-engineering. If you have an engineering degree, you understand what that re-engineering piece means, and it's really unraveling or breaking down the system to the point to where that's his emphasis in rebuilding it back up, but also seeing where the pain points are, what can be improved upon it, so that way you can make it better. So that's why, like, a lot of times you see all these books behind me. I don't even see the rest of the books I got in front of me, but like all those books are people's lessons and stories and ways to improve you if you actually take the knowledge. And you ain't saying you gotta read all these books in a year, nothing like that, but like take a book, read it, go through it, and like extrapolate the principles of whatever it is that it's trying to teach you, and then start to imply that. Once you start implying some of the things that you read or seeing what somebody that's successful did in front of you, you will see the results if you're doing it the right way. And that's not, and you're not trying to skip the process or skip the system like people do when they go to the gym. They try to just do a 30-minute workout, no type of intensity, no weight, no resistance, just half-assing the workout and then expecting to get a six-pack or get buff. No, you're gonna get this to look the same way, probably get fatter. You're not gonna show any results because you're not following because you're not following the system. You're not following it step for step for what it really is. So you don't get the same result. So you got to re-engineer sometimes to really get to where you need to go, and that's even your own plan. Like break your plan down backwards and to see how can I get to that piece? How can I get to that place?
Oh God, respect. That's tough, dog. That's tough. Yeah, I love it. I'm living through y'all boys too, trying to forex my life through y'all experiences. Any shortcomings y'all say and tell me about, I want to make sure I avoid them, save myself some time, and hopefully y'all can learn from me the same way.
Absolutely.
And we've got some closing thoughts. Anybody got some closing remarks for the night?
Amen.
God said yes.
Oh, you do?
God said yes.
He said it.
On this journey.
Cordell, give me a book, man. Give me a book for the road. Give me a book.
Let me see.
What you got, man?
What you wanted on is the question. Because I got
what we talking about?
We hit a lot of subjects, so it depends what you wanted on. So
What we
maybe
got,
I got one for you.
I knew he got one. He got one every time.
If anything, he could have just picked the book off the shelf.
That's what I just did.
Like, take this one.
No, seriously.
Okay.
So
The Secret Language of Money.
just read it. I'm gonna tell you what's in it. Just read.
All right, everybody. So if you listen, that's The Secret Language of Money by David Kruger.
Yeah, Kruger. How about
that Freddie brother?
Yeah, Freddie's brother. his younger brother, David.
No doubt.
All right, say less.
Big facts, man. Close us out, man. Mac, you got it?
Nah, that Jenkins got to close out. That was you on close.
Nah, but look, thank you all for listening to us. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, click the like button, share, post, comment. Hey man, we're trying to make this to a community, so please pass it on to people who you think can use this information or knowledge. If you have anything that you want to send to us, whether it's a question, whatever, email us, DM us. We're here for it. We want to be able to interact with you all a little bit more. If you know people that want to sponsor, send them our way too. Other than that, hey, look, we thank you for listening to us. Catch us again next episode as we discuss more conversations about how we can become better men and overcome these obstacles. We out.